Friday Night Smackdown tonight. Tonight's Smackdown was okay. It wasn't bad or great. It was just simply a good show. It was a good beginning and ending to the show for sure. So we got Big E winning his first tag team match as Intercontinental Champion instead of winning his first singles match as Intercontinental Champion. Kind of odd, right? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So then we got Carmella pinning Sasha Banks on TV. What the fuck even is this? And then we got Daniel Bryan and Otis teaming up against Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro. And then we got Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens again. So we got all that to go over. Plus, I have your SmackDown results. And you already know we're going to go over it all right here on my Ingram Wrestling News YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Brendan, and I am here with your December the 1st, 2021 WWE Smackdown review. So before we get started, be sure you hit that freaking like and subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications. Let's get it. You already know. Follow me on Twitter at Ingram Wrestling. Follow me on Twitch. Also, be sure you check out my Ingram Wrestling News playlist of the latest WWE, AEW news, and WWE news that I have on that list that you might have missed, that you might want to check out, the previous news that you haven't seen. You know, give them a like, give them a try, have a look at them. You might be interested in checking out one of my Ingram Wrestling News videos, you know? It might interest you. It might interest you to be inspired like me. You know? To have a YouTube channel just like me. You never know these days. Heck, I already have people inspired by me on YouTube already, as I'm seeing these days lately. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and get to the review right away. So, the first SmackDown of the new decade opens up with a look back at the TLC main event 2 weeks ago, as well as last week's cage match between Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. Live in the Thunderdome, Roman Reigns makes his entrance alongside Paul Heyman and Jey Uso. Roman says, as the face of WWE, he wants to wish everyone a happy new year. He says 2020 has been rough, but when you're the head of the table, it's not that big. Or, it's not that big or bad, anyway. At least I use that in my own words, though. He says he wears the golden glove because everything he touches turns to gold. Is a prime example of what he can do for someone's career. Jay just had to listen to Roman, and he's had the best year of his career. From day one, how much talent he had, and that he was main event worthy. Just like I'm Ingram Wrestling News worthy when it comes to my Ingram. Hey, Kevin Owens interrupts. Owens stands on the stage and Reigns tells them to turn the music off. Roman says nobody cares about KO. He's just a cockroach that won't go away. But he had his moment in the sun. So he says he was generous enough to give Owens a big payday, and he hopes he spent it well. Gave his family a good Christmas, but it's over. Roman says tonight isn't about Owens, it's about his family, so he needs to leave. Owens says Roman should be embarrassed because try as he and his family might, he's still standing. He should be embarrassed that Jay had to pull him off of ladders at TLC, and embarrassed that Jay had to handcuff him to the cage last week. He should be embarrassed because it seems the big dog has been replaced by the big bitch. That's what he says. But Roman is right. Tonight is about Jay for all the times Jay has attacked him. KO is telling management that tonight he will fight Jey Uso. And when he's done, Roman's family will have nothing to celebrate. So we see a lengthy repackage. Basically, a lengthy replay. In other words, is what I'm trying to say. Of Big E versus Sami Zayn last week, where Big E won the Intercontinental Championship match. Or should I say the Intercontinental title, so to speak. He won the Intercontinental title. Big E makes his way to the ring. He's taking on Corbin after the break. Now, my question to you all is, What are your thoughts on Big E as Intercontinental Champion? Do you think he should be more serious? Let me know in the comments down below. Please, I would like to know your comments on this. It will help me get a better idea of your opinion on Big E and how serious he should be as Intercontinental Champion. So we got Big E versus King Corbin with Knights of the Lone Wolf such as Brandon Cutler. Well, such as Brandon Cutler, known as Steve Cutler. So we got Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake ringside. King Corbin's Lone Wolves. Knight of the Lone Wolves. So Sami Zayn's on commentary for this match, and he's brought his Sami Awards with him. The match gets underway, and they lock up with Corbin powering Big E to the corner. Big E whips Corbin to the ropes, and the King attempts a shoulder block, but the champion stands firm and shakes his hips. Big E drops Corbin with a shoulder, but the King fires back with a clothesline. Corbin delivers repeated elbows to Big E on the mat. Did a King's uppercut. Corbin throws E's shoulder first into the ring post and peppers him with right hands. Corbin with a back elbow for a 2 count, and Sami says the referee is counting. The referee is counting slow. Big E sidesteps Corbin and tosses him to the apron. Then runs for a spear, but Corbin knees him. So then Corbin runs out and back in for a clothesline. But instead, Big E catches him with the big ending and covers. But Zayn attacks. So Big E wins by disqualification. Now, my thoughts on the Roman Reigns special request of management following his win over Kevin Owens. My thoughts on that? Well, it was a decent opening. That did a good job revealing Owens versus Uso tonight. Of course, Owens would want revenge against Uso, as he's the one who's been interfering in his matches against Roman Reigns. Though folks, I suspect we'll get more built throughout the night. If we're getting I was all in for it. Jay had the one Jay had with Bryan was fantastic. Seriously. And then so after the disqualification match between that King Corbin got, courtesy of Big E. As soon as the bell rings, Corbin's Knights run into the ring and help Zayn beat on Big E. Apollo Crews, you know, the guy that's back in Titus Catering. Well, he'll be back in Titus Catering next week, and you'll find out why in a minute. Apollo Crews comes running down and helps Big E clear the ring. So we got Big E and Apollo Crews versus Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin, with Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake at ringside. Two of three members of the Forgotten Sons. I guess you could say they're former Forgotten Son members. So, goes to commercial break. We return to find this match underway with Apollo and Sami. And Crews catches the former IC champion with a drop kick. Zayn delivers a sneaky back elbow and tags Corbin. The King tosses I guess Apollo to the apron, where Apollo tries to spring back in but gets caught with an uppercut. Zayn and Corbin make quick tags to isolate and beat down Apollo. Zayn tags himself in and knocks Apollo out of the ring. Zayn goes out and slams Apollo into the apron, then gets in an argument with the Knights of the Lone Wolf. When Sami comes back in, Cruz drops him, and both men makes tags. Big E catches Corbin with 2 overhead suplexes and a belly to belly. Big E gets excited and hits the big splash. Then claps and looks for the big ending, but Corbin slides off. Corbin dodges Big E. Yes, folks, Corbin actually dodged Big E. Woohoo! Not surprised. Corbin does have speed after all. Duh. Ding dong. So he catches him with a deep 6 for a 2 count. Zayn and the Knights are arguing on the floor again, which distracts Big Baron. And sound like I said big. He is big though. Baron and allows Biggie to tag Apollo. Cruz comes in hot with clotheslines to Corbin. I thought he was going to do more than a clothesline. I thought he was going to do a third backflip or some shit. Anyways, but Zayn gets the tag and attempts a Haluna kick, but almost hits Corbin. Zayn and Corbin argue after Sami knocks Cruz down. Then the Knights get on the apron to flank Corbin. Baron and his Knights leave Sami high and dry, and he yells that he doesn't need them. Cruz hits Sami with an enziguri and a spin-out powerbomb for the win. So we got Kevin Owens. You know, KO. Stun Owens stun. Fight, fight, fight. Fight Owens fight. You know. The guy that always fights, that never gives up, that never quits. Similar like John Cena. Yeah. So we got KO. We got KO approaching Adam Pearce backstage. And before I read the rest, I just want to give y'all my thoughts on this tag match that I saw on the show. So, my thoughts on this. I guess it was a good little match that gave Apollo his first big win in a while. Why did they even book the tag team match in the first? Why they should have booked the tag team match in the first place? Why didn't they book it? They should have booked it to begin with. But now you're gonna have Adam Pearce making the match official. That's just stupid. That's just so stupid, man. Should have booked it on the show. If you knew that this was going to lead to a tag team match, why didn't you book it at the beginning of the show? Why didn't you book it at the show? Seriously. My God, man. That's what I'm talking about, dude. About WWE when it comes to booking, man. Jesus Christ. I'm going to say this again. They should have just booked the tag team match in the first place instead of going through the whole disqualification shenanigans bullshit. Seriously, man. There was really no sense in this. It really wasn't. It was ridiculous. Seriously. It really was, man. No doubt about it. No shit. I don't know why they had to do a disqualification. It made zero sense. It went no direction for this build or whatever that was going on this show. But anyways, still though, good little match that gave Apollo Crews his first big win in a while. You know, part of me wish we kind of went to the singles match to give Big E his first singles win as champion, But he only just became champion, so still plenty of time, I guess. But, you know, Cruz has never really had a proper story thanks to constant start booking. Oh, not to mention on next Friday's Friday Night Smackdown, you might as well say Cruz is going right back to catering because he's going to lose to Big E next Friday on SmackDown. Oh, you happy, Bruce? Bet you're laughing. Bet you're sitting in the office laughing right now. Sucking Vince McMahon's cock for records. Yeah. So anyways, hopefully they actually keep with him this time. He's great in ring when given a proper shot, and his match with Big E next week should be great. But he's still going to lose, and he's still going back to Titus Catering. Bye-bye, Apollo Crews. Back to Titus Catering you go, might as well say. Jeez. It's just sad, dude. It really is. No shit. I feel really bad for Cruz, man. How he's been used on TV, how he's been kept off TV, man. Like Aleister Black and so many others, such as Garza, Humberto, you know, the loser. And it's just so sad, man. It really is. Seriously. Humberto Carrillo might make his return on TV soon. Who knows? I don't know what's going on with the Mysterios. You notice the Mysterios haven't been on TV lately, right? You notice Buddy Murphy hasn't been on TV either. Strange, right? Where is the Mysterios? Where have they been? Where's Murphy? Where are they? Where are they? And then we got no Seth Rollins on SmackDown tonight. No Seth Rollins. Please tell me we are not going back to the Seth Rollins Mysterio feud again. I hope we're not. Please. Please don't. So you mean tell me when the Mysterios come back, we're gonna get the Mysterio and Buddy Murphy feud? Oh no, you know nobody's not gonna be interested in that. You know people are gonna say, oh, that's the same feud except for Seth Rollins is not involved. You know that's what they're gonna say, right? You know this majority of the community is gonna say that, right? Yeah. So Vince McMahon and Bruce got that to think about. Anyhow, so we got Kevin Owens, like I was saying the first time. Kevin Owens approaching Adam Pearce backstage and explains that he's going to fight Jey Uso tonight. Pearce says he's getting demands and orders all over the place. By the way, I was live during SmackDown. I don't know if you all saw. I know Justin did because he was on the chat. He was the only one that saw. I mean, he wasn't the only one. I had 3 or 4 people watching. I actually had 10 people watching because I had one come on, one come off, and the other one come on, the other one come off. There was so many people coming on and watching. I was actually happy that they saw it. So anyways, Owen says, this isn't the Adam Pearce he's fought in armories across the country. That's funny. Pearce tells there's all kinds of Adams in the country. We got Adam Cole. Well, we got Alton Adams, a guy that I went to school with. We got an Adam on Twitter, the guy, one of my followers. There's all kinds of Adams. Everywhere. Everywhere there's fucking Adams. Everywhere. So Pearce tells him he can have a match against anyone except, of course, you know he was going to say it, Jey Uso. Yeah, folks, Jey Uso. The main eventer. So I guess that's his new gimmick name now. The main eventer. Wonder what y'all think of that one. Is that a good name for him? Or do you think Jey Uso needs a better name than a main eventer? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways. Back to what I was reading here. So, Pierce tells him he can have a match against anyone except Jey Uso, and Owen says that's fine. He wants Roman Reigns. Pierce seemingly asks him, he asks why Owens is being difficult. And KO says he should know why. He was his boss once, and he knows everybody wants to see him beat Jey Uso. Pierce agrees to the match. This should be a fun match. That was a fun match. It was. It was a fun match. I didn't want it to be no disqualification. I really didn't. But that's exactly... That is... No. It didn't happen. Thank God. I started to say the opposite, but good thing I changed it around. So, it went to commercial break. Back live, Big E and Apollo are walking backstage discussing strategies when Kayla Braxton approaches them. Kayla asks us what we can expect from Big E this year. And he says, he's had so many fans, big and small, celebrate with him. And because of that, he will be a fighting champion, which is why next week he'll be putting the title on the line. Apollo says he can consider that challenge already accepted, and they have a tense laugh. So, it's Big E versus Apollo Crews for next Friday's Friday Night Smackdown. Great! Oh, great! Oh, great, Bruce! So Apollo Crews can lose and go right back to Titus Catering, right? Yeah, give me a fucking break. Then we got Billie Kay coming out to face the Riott Squad with her newest teammate, but instead she's going to be in the corner of Natty and Tamina. Instead, I want her off my fucking TV because she fucking sucks. Yeah, she fucking sucks. Nobody in the IWC community likes her. Not even the #1 favorite podcaster in the IWC, JD, likes her. No one in the community likes you, Billie Kay. Get off of our TVs. You sound absolutely terrible with your horrible Australian voice. God, even worse, Natty's on my TV. Even worse. I want them both off. Not just Billie Kay, Natty too. And Tamina for that matter. So we got the Riott Squad versus Tamina and Natalya with Billie Kay. This is going to be real fast because I am not interested in this shit. Why would I be interested in this, in reading this slow? Really? I'm going to be reading this as fast as a cheetah because I don't even want to talk about this match. I really don't. It's just fucking garbage. It's fucking garbage, man. It really is. Seriously. This shit is fucking garbage. I don't even want to think. I don't even. I hate to have to put her on my fucking screen, but I have to. Fucking A. It's part of my review, so I have to put her on the screen. Fucking A. I hate to even have to do it. I might just cover my hand up on the screen and just erase her from my existence. Erase Billie Kay from my existence. And Natalya and Tamina from my existence. And just rather see the Riott Squad in the ring than watch Natalya and Tamina. I mean, the Riott Squad is better than all three of WWE's worst examples of the SmackDown Women's Division combined. I mean, oh man. Seriously. Anyways, the match begins with Liv Morgan and Natalya, and Natty wins a lockup, but Liv catches her with a roll up for 2. Natalya drops Liv with a right hand and then gets distracted by Billie at ringside. Ruby tags in and they hit Natalya with a double team drop kick. Tamina tags in and goes to work on Ruby, beating her down with an uppercut and kicks. Ruby fires back and knocks Natalya off the apron before jumping over to Tamina and tagging Liv. Liv Morgan, let me touch all over you. You look good. Woo! Probably smell like the farm. Anyways, I'm just joking. She probably smells like straight up good perfume. I know she looks good. She smells good. Probably smells good. Liv looks really good. Morgan comes in with a flurry of offense against Tamina and quickly tags Ruby again so they can hit a double team Russian leg sweep for a 2 count. I hope they don't pair Liv Morgan up with Tamina because they're wearing black on black, wearing the same attire. Come on, Bruce and Vince. That'd be the worst decision ever. Don't do it. Suddenly, Billie Kay is in the corner of the Riott squad trying to give advice. Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan are a better team, by the way, because they're the Riott squad. But Ruby tells her to leave. Billie goes back to Tamina's corner and attempts to give advice, but we don't care! We don't care! Guess what? I don't care! This match sucks. The Riott squad did better in the match. Natalya and Tamina did worse. Anyways. She just distracts her. I told you I didn't like this. Tamina lifts Liv for a Samoan drop, but gets rolled up and loses. Ha 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 ha! Natalya and Tamina, losers. Yeah. Fucking idiots. My God, Tamina and Natalya, get off my TV. Billie Kay, you two, off my TV. You three are the worst examples of the women's division I have ever seen. Please, I hope you stay off my TV. If anything, Carmella needs to stay off our TV too. But I gotta admit, Carmella is doing pretty good. Heck, you know what? I will make Carmella happy. I will actually make Carmella happy by saying this. Carmella is doing way better than Natalya, Tamina, and Billie Kay combined as well. I didn't think of that one, but I hope that made Carmella happy. Anyways. My thoughts on this match, complete garbage other than the Riott squad. Riott squad did better in the ring. They did good. I'm glad WWE is giving the Riott squad the push that they need. But I hate to say this, but their push is leading to nothing. Their push is not leading to anything. As much as I hate to say it, I have to say it. There's nothing going forward. Now, this could lead to possibilities. It could lead to 2 possibilities. 1, Liv Morgan could be getting her first feud in WWE with Bayley. Or 2, Ruby Riott could be getting her first feud in WWE with Bayley. But Riott might need to have different hair because Bayley and Ruby Riott's hair looks the same. Unless Ruby Riott was somehow inspired by Bayley. Inspired by Bayley's look and wanted to look like Bayley. I mean, I don't know if that's a good way to go about it, but I don't know if this is leading to one of them feuding with Bayley. This could be leading to one of them feuding with Bayley. I think this is what it's leading to. I'm hoping this leads to one of them feuding with Bayley after Bayley's feud with Bianca Belair. That's what I'm hoping, because Bayley won't have nobody else to feud with, but with one of the members of the Riott squad. Or both. But one at a time, though, seriously. I just hope this leads to the Riott squad feuding with Bayley. I mean, a feud with Bayley would be great. And then we could see Then we can see Sonya Deville feuding with Bayley next. But it could be a Bayley. Bayley could be feuding with Sonya Deville after feuding with Bianca Belair, and then we might see the Riott Squad feud. But I think Bayley should feud the Riott Squad first after feuding with Bianca Belair, then feud with Sonya Deville. That would be the greatest idea, though. Give Sonya Deville time, you know. Give her return some time, you know what I mean? Because she just came back, you know. I mean, isn't Bayley's feud with Bianca Belair about to come to an end soon? Isn't it? I mean, Bayley's gonna need somebody else to feud after this. She's gonna have to feud with the Riott Squad. One of the members of the Riott Squad. They're both baby faces. Why not? It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense, man. It makes sense, Bruce. Book it. Make it happen. Riott Squad feuding with Bayley. Make it happen. Make it happen after Bayley's feud with Bianca. And then after Bayley's feud with Bianca and the Riott Squad, have her feud with Sonya Deville. Then Sonya Deville be ready to feud with Bayley. Sonya Deville will turn face then. If they haven't already turned their face, I hope not. I hope not. Now it's not the time to turn her face right now. It's really not the time to turn her face right now. She needs time. She needs time. She really does. Sonya Deville still needs to be on TV, but she needs time. She needs to be given someone else to feud with. Perhaps, maybe, she could be feuding with maybe a returning Ronda Rousey, perhaps. I don't know. Or we could see her feuding with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch could return and could join the SmackDown women's roster. I didn't think of that. A heel Sonya Deville feuding with a babyface Becky Lynch on SmackDown? That'd be interesting. Or we could see Sonya Deville turning face, and we could see a heel Becky Lynch coming to SmackDown. We could see a heel Becky Lynch feuding with a babyface Sonya Deville. But I think a heel Sonya Deville feuding with a babyface Becky Lynch would be a lot better because, you know, I don't know. But there's a lot of possibilities WWE could think about, man. It's a lot of potential. There's so much potential in these fucking feuds, man. It's not even funny, dude. I see a potential in a Sonya Deville, in a face Sonya Deville feuding with a heel Bayley. I see a potential in a heel Bayley feuding with both of the Riott Squad members, feuding with Liv Morgan first and then feud with Ruby. And after Bayley's feud, Bianca and Ruby Riott, again, I can see her feuding with Sonya Deville next. But I could see Sonya Deville returning and Becky Lynch returning at the same time after her birth to her child. I could see Sonya Deville feuding with a heel Becky Lynch. And we can see the heel Becky Lynch again, and maybe they can do the heel Becky Lynch right this time. She was a heel when she was the man at first, when she turned heel. She was the man. She was a heel as the man. In her the man character, she was a heel and a babyface in her character. The man, yeah. But there's so much potential, man. Ronda Rousey is still training for her return. We could, out of nowhere, we could see a Sonya Deville and Ronda Rousey feud. Because, you know, they both have MMA backgrounds. There's something to think about. Or maybe get Shayna Baszler away from Nia Jax and put her on SmackDown. And have her feud with Sonya Deville. Make Sonya Deville face. Turn Sonya Deville face. Keep that character on her. Keep the character. Keep the fucking suit and tie. Keep the fucking character. Have her feud with Shayna Baszler. Have Shayna Baszler turn heel. There's so much potential in these fucking feud storylines, man. WWE just doesn't want to go with them. WWE wants to do it their way and not you know, do it on the highway. They want to do it their way on the highway. They don't want to. They want to give the fans what they want to see instead of giving us fans what we want to see. Now, what was I going to say? But yeah, this match fucking terrible. The Wyatt Squad did better, in my opinion, dude. Bruce, please get Billie Kay off my TV. Seriously. Nobody cares about Billie Kay. Seriously, man. Really. You want to talk about a return? Yeah. We're going to get to that in a minute. So we got the Wyatt Squad winning. So after the match, Natalya checks on Tamina while... My thoughts on this, man. To be honest, these segments were with anyone else, they flop, but Kay makes these little segments worse. And despite little time she gets weekly, is a consistent highlight of the blue brand. It's a consistent, terrible highlight of the blue brand. I don't know about no fucking consistent. It's fucking terrible. Bruce, Mr. Bruce Pritchard. Honestly, I'm not really a fan of how short these segments are. I just hope they actually lead to something substantial rather than just a throwaway women's rumble moment where Kay gets thrown out by Wyatt Squad or something similar. But Kay managing the Wyatt Squad? Oh no. Please no. Please don't. Please no. No, no, no. I'm gonna be like Daniel Bryan. No, no, no. Don't do it. Please. I don't want all that. I don't want it. Inside the Ropes wants it. I don't want it. The community wants it. The Billie Kay version geek fans want it. But I don't. I don't want it. No thanks. No thanks. I'll pass. I'm moving on. So, we see a replay of last week when Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Oh man, this is where we get to the good part here. Ooh, good. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair team up and lost to Carmella, the SmackDown Women's Champion, making her way to the ring for a rematch. So we got three of my favorite SmackDown female superstars in the ring. One at a time. Well, in the ring all together. So we got Sasha Banks. You know, her, she's a legit boss. And then we got Bianca Belair. I'm on my own against the EST of WWE. Versus Bayley. Ding dong. You know. And Carmella. I don't know what to make of her. I don't know what to make of her. Oh, I got something for Carmella. That's what I think of Carmella. Off my TV you go. Anyways. So, we start proceedings with Carmella and Bianca, and Belair slams her down from a lockup. Carmella tries to fire in a cheap shot, But Bianca fires back and lifts her, but Carmella drops down and tags Bayley. The golden role model mode runs right into a drop kick. I call her the golden role model. I don't know about the golden role mode. That's a funny one. So, it gets thrown out the ring. Carmella hops on the apron as Bianca hits a handspring to knock off her. She basically knocked her off, in other words. Then, Banks is tagged, and they jump into the heels at ringside. Banks gets Bayley back inside for a 2 count. This was a fast-pacing match. Went to commercial break. Back live, and Bayley is choking Belair on the mat. Bayley runs at her, but eats a boot. Then Belair jumps over, only to get caught with a forearm in the face. Bayley gets in Sasha's face. Just like I want to pick up the pace with this review, because I'm about ready to end it already. I want to end it like Freddy. Anyways. Then Bayley goes to work on Bianca's arm. Her right arm. I might just say foreign. Carmella gets the tag, and she stomps on Belair in the corner. Then targets the arm as well. Please, can I join the farm? No, thank you. I'm going to join the farm so bad that I want to eat some corn. So Carmella gets the tag, and she stomps on Bianca in the corner, targets the arm as well. Bayley tags in again and applies a submission, but Belair quickly fights out and hits a vertical suplex. So let me guess. She hits because she thinks she lit with the sticks. I'm just joking. Carmella tags in to prevent the tag to Banks. Then taunts Belair. Carmella applies an armbar, but Belair lifts her with one arm. Belair gets the tag to Banks, who comes in with trash talk. Then knocks Carmella into the corner. It stands on her. Banks hits double knees, then a running face wash. Banks hits a shining wizard, but Bayley breaks the pin attempt with a knee. Banks tosses Bayley outside and looks to tag Belair, but Bayley pulls Bianca by the hair. Just like I want to tear this goddamn wall down and break it in pairs. Belair yanks Bayley into the steps, then hits a suplex on the floor. Kind of like lore, right? Meanwhile, in the ring, Carmella rolls up Banks for a 2 count. Carmella connects with a super kick, but misses a Bronco Buster. Ooh, can I get a luster? In the corner, and Banks applies the bank statement. Reginald slides in and pulls Carmella out of the ring, then does an aerobatic flip out of the ring. Carmella sneaks back in and hits Banks with a Mella Buster for the win. That was neat by Reginald. That was pretty neat. Wasn't too bad. It was pretty fun, if somewhat aimless match. I guess this is really to... It was an aimless match. But also, great match and a super impressive showing from Reginald. Sasha and Carmella once again had a great exchange. It's clear the two have great chemistry, and I wouldn't mind a SmackDown Women's title rematch at Royal Rumble if that's the direction they're going. Very excited to see Sonya's back. Though I hope they give an explanation as to why she's been reinstated. You know, if you all know what I mean, you all that's watching know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying, because I can. Yeah, I'm just joking. But, for real though, to be honest, as far as Sonya Deville goes, man, her coming back, Sonya Deville back on SmackDown is an absolute much needed presence in the women's division. I mean, you got I mean, oh, because the only best things going for SmackDown Women's Division right now is Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, and Bayley. I don't know about Carmella. Definitely. But SmackDown Women's Division needs a much needed new return fresh face. And Sonya Deville is the one the SmackDown Women's Division needs. Desperately needs right now. I mean, really. Seriously. So, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and Paul Heyman are standing backstage, and Roman is hinged that Jey has to face Owens tonight. He says, after all he's done for WWE, someone still doesn't respect him. He tells Jey to go find out who doesn't respect him. The Street Profits make their way to the ring in the new year. Let us know, or should I say, let me know. You know, I try to be silly sometimes. Seriously, y'all, let me know below what you want from WWE in the 2021 Royal Rumble. Starting with the Royal Rumble winner! Not sure if I did it right. So Sonya Deville's back and she's walking backstage getting looks from everyone she passes. The Street Profits are in the ring for the New Year's Smoke-tacular. They dance along to some music. Then Dawkins tells 2020 it needs to get to stepping. But Ford says it wasn't all bad. Ford reminds us that they beat the New Day and won 2 Slammy Awards. Dawkins says 2021 is going to be even better for them, and they review a drum set in the ring. Dawkins takes a seat and starts drumming as Ford makes some predictions for 2021. Montez says not everyone has the skills to become high-class fashion icons, but they predict the shirt they made for Sami Zayn will be the best-selling WWE shirt of the year. The second prediction is that Dolph Ziggler will steal another thing from Shawn Michaels, and then the nickname, the Heartache Kid. He's about to make a prediction about Bobby Roode when Ziggler and Roode attack the Profits. Roode grabs a chair and hits Dawkins, then throws him over the barricade. Roode whips Ford's leg around the ring post and then hits his leg with the chair. Roode hits the leg again, and they berate Ford. Dawkins crawls back over to check on Ford as Roode and Ziggler bounces. Well, I must say, speaking of feuds, speaking of the only 2 tag teams in the SmackDown tag team division, Looks like they'll be continuing on to Royal Rumble. This is one I'm not so thrilled about. The one no one in the community is thrilled about. The Street Profits' last encounter with Riott and Ziegler was perfectly fine, though nothing particularly exciting, and I can't imagine this will be any more enthralling. I really hope the Street Profits can just move on to some more exciting opponents post Royal Rumble. You know they're making Dolph Ziggler and Riott into a team, right? They're not really a team. They're making them into a team. They don't even have a team name yet, I don't think. So we got Daniel Bryan and Otis versus Nakamura and Cesaro. I knew Daniel Bryan and Otis' opponents would be Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. I said that on my WWE Smackdown live stream yesterday. I said that. I did. I knew it, man. I figured those guys would be their opponents. So, before that match, Caleb Bryce interviews Ziegler and Riott backstage and asks why they attacked the Profits. It's clear, Kayla, as to why they attacked the Profits. Ziegler simply said, they had the audacity to compare him to a washed-up loser like HBK. Riott says everything is a joke with the Profits, but they aren't having fun now. Ziegler says the Profits are a joke, but they are two pros. Two aces who are what real champions look like. And what they want is the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So that's what they had to say. So I'm guessing the Riott and Dolph Ziggler's tag team name is Dirty Dawkins because apparently that's the shirt they were wearing. So I'm guessing their team name's Dirty Dawkins. Or Dirty Dogs, should I say. Their team name's Dirty Dogs. They were wearing that black shirt. Guess that's what their tag team name is. I don't know what y'all, I wonder what y'all think of that. I don't know. I mean, that's what their tag team name is. Anyways, Daniel Bryan, Gable, and the strange team of Gable and Otis. I wonder if the teaming of Gable and Otis is going to lead to Gable turning heel on Otis. And it's going to lead to Gable and Otis feuding on SmackDown. Something tells me they are going to turn either Otis something tells me they're going to turn either Otis heel or they are going to turn Gable heel and have Gable feud with Otis. Something tells me that's going to happen somewhere along the line. I don't know. Or Cesaro or Shinsuke Nakamura could turn on one another and they could be feuding with each other instead. I don't know, man. I mean, there's so much potential, so much things WWE can do, man. With these characters. There's so much things WWE can do with these superstars. They're just not doing it! Because they don't care about the talent, the shows, or the pay-per-views. They only care about themselves. That's exactly why. Exactly why they're not taking steps to use these characters more. Because they only care about themselves. I know, it's fucking sad. I know. Here, I'll play this while I'm at it. Anyways. We got Daniel Bryan with Otis. Daniel Bryan and Otis with Chad Gable at ringside versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, which once again I knew they were going against them. I figured. That's why I teased it. I made a prediction. I said, let me guess, they're going against Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. And here they were appearing on my TV, and I was right. Man, I'm a fucking genius. Oh my god, bro. Ingram Wrestling News is a fucking genius, bro. Gotta give him some credit, man. Gotta give me some credit, seriously. You can't shit on me in the community. You can't say I'm a copycat, because I'm not. You can't say I'm a geek, because I'm not. You can't say I'm an idiot, because I'm not. You can't. You just can't. Simple. You could just say I'm simply awesome, and I'm simply cool, and I'm simply hilarious. And I'm simply good at what I do. I'm not the best or the greatest at what I do. I'm just good at what I do. Simple. So. Can't believe we had Chad Gable with Otis, you know, the Alpha Academy. Wonder what's going on with the Alpha Academy, I wonder. Makes me wonder these days. So anyways, we got Daniel Bryan with Otis with Chad Gable ringside versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this match yet, but I am going to have something to say about it at the end. So, we start proceedings with Daniel Bryan and Cesaro. Cesaro pins Bryan down, but the Yes Man leaps up and holds into Cesaro for a monkey flip. Nakamura tags in and Bryan takes a wrist lock. Cesaro gets the tag, but Bryan knocks him off the apron and leaps at him for a suicide dive, but gets caught and thrown up to get hit with a European uppercut. Otis comes running around ringside to knock the heels down as they head to commercial break. Back live. And the heels are beating on Daniel Bryan around ringside. Cesaro gets Bryan inside and applies a rear chin lock. Bryan fights up, but Cesaro slams him for a 2 count. Then tosses him out of the ring. Nakamura gets a tag and puts Bryan back in the ring. Nakamura continues to beat down until Bryan throws him out of the ring. Bryan wants to crawl to Otis, but Cesaro puts Nakamura in the ring and tags himself in. Otis does get the tag, and he tosses Cesaro directly overhead, then knocks him inside out with a big clothesline. Gable tells Otis what to do next, and the big man hits the Caterpillar for a near fall. Thanks to Nakamura breaking the pin attempt, Otis looks to hit the Vader bomb, but Cesaro rolls out of the way and tags Nakamura. Shinsuke looks to hit Shasa, but Otis catches it, slams him. Bryan gets the tag and hits a sunset flip to Nakamura for 2. Bryan flips over Nakamura in the corner, runs into a kick. Nakamura catches Bryan with a rolling armbar, but Otis hits a diving headbutt to break the hold. Cesaro tries to put Otis over the top rope, but can't get him. So they kick him out of the ring together. Bryan hits Cesaro with a running knee that knocks Shin to the floor and applies the yes lock to Nakamura for the submission win. I guess this was a somewhat pretty fun, if somewhat aimless match. I don't know. I guess this is really to keep Bryan, Otis, and Gable relevant for what I assume will be a Rumble appearance for all 3. But I wish Bryan had more of a substantial story coming off his excellent feud with Jey Uso. Pairing him with Otis and Gable is a great idea, though. And will keep him fresh and entertaining over the next 3 weeks prior to Royal Rumble. So then after that, we see Heyman, Reigns, and Jey Uso backstage. Roman is not happy, and he instructs Jey to go out and teach Kevin Owens a lesson. So we got Jey Uso Oos almost makes me want to say Bruce, because he's a fucking moron. Bruce, get loose. Make it spruce. Give me some tools. Throw me in the pool. I don't want to sit on a stool. No thanks. It makes me want to say no. But seriously, we got Jey Uso versus KO. I like that combination. Jey Uso versus KO. I like that. It had a little touch to it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Some reason, it's just about that. It had a little touch to it when I said that. Uso versus KO. I don't know. It definitely had a touch. A tad bit touch to it, man. It definitely did. So, the bell rings and Owens with a double leg takedown. Owens with a double leg takedown and some ground and pound. Hey, can we add some sound to the TV? No, thank you. I don't want no lounge either. Jey turns him over and unloads, but Owens quickly turns it back. Owens slams Jey into the buckles. Sort of like Knuckles. You know what I mean? But then out of the ring and dives onto him. Owens puts Jey back inside and starts targeting his left leg. Sort of like the woman named Peg, right? Yeah. Jey fires back with a right hand, but KO drops him and jumps on his leg. Owens continues to beat down. He continues to beat down until Jey catches him with a super kick and he rolls outside. Jey gets on the apron and jumps at Owens. Kind of like what I want to do at Bruce and Vince. And he gets caught with a kick in midair. Owens tosses Jey over the announce desk. Then rolls back into the ring and poses as they head to the final break of the night. I feel like going bright here. I don't want to see no woman throwing a kite. Or I might flash the light in her eyes. Yeah. So we return to find them struggling on the top rope. They both drop off, and Owens hits a stunner out of nowhere for the win. This has been a recent rivalry for weeks. Jey Uso and Owens feuding. Been a great feud so far. So, we got KO winning with a stunner out of nowhere for the win. Owens looks into the camera and asks Roman where he is. KO lifts Jay and hits him with another stunner. Owens looks to the stage, but Owens isn't there. Owens goes out and takes a headset from Corey Graves to call Roman a bitch. That's funny though, the way he took his mic. It's almost like he picked up a mic as if it was a little device, if it was a little mice or a mouse. Like Mike Tice. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like it's ice. You know what I mean? And he calls Roman a bitch. Owens grabs handcuffs from under the ring and then cuffs Jay to the ring top rope and kicks him over and over. Cuffs, I thought he was thinking sort of like buff. You know what I mean? Or tough. Owens kicks the handcuffed arm, then stands on Jay's leg and screams for Roman to come out. Owens batters Jay on the mat with right hands, then pulls the key from his knee pad and unlocks Jay. Owens says he's going to take the fight to Roman and drags Jay up the ramp. So then Jay pulls away, but Owens throws him into one of the fan screens. A table is nearby, and Owens super kicks Jay onto it. Owens climbs up onto the fan screens and is about to leap onto Jay when Roman attacks him. Jay helps Roman beat Owens and dump him over the screens onto a higher platform. Jay grabs a couple of chairs and they beat Owens with them. Reigns chokes Owens and berates him for not giving up. Owens tries to fight back, but he gets slammed into the lead screens and punched over and over. Roman tosses Owens off the platform through the table some 10 feet below. Roman poses above Owens to end the show. Now, my thoughts, I guess you could say my thoughts on this whole thing. My thoughts on this match. Another excellent main event from Jey Uso and a great singles showing from Owens. Owens showed that he wasn't afraid to get aggressive against Uso, and if that's what he'll do to Reigns' cousin, well, he'd do it to the Universal Champion. What he'll do to the Universal Champion, the visual of the three men brawling between the Thunderdome screens was awesome, and the show ended on a good cliffhanger of Roman taking out Owens by throwing him through the tables. I love to see Owens still show up next week. Obviously hurt and injured from a fall to show Roman Reigns that no matter what he does, the prize fighter will keep getting back up. Another great episode from the Blue Brand, folks. There was loads of setup for stories heading into the Royal Rumble. Some good and some less good. Cough, Ziegler and Rude versus Street Profits. And a big return in the form of Sonya Deville. Now, I do wish, and everybody else in the community, I'm sure, and every Sonya Deville fan in the community probably wishes this too. Now, I wish they explained Sonya Deville's rather sudden reinstatement, given she did lose a loser leaves WWE match just over 4 months ago. Am I not right? Though, I think that can understandably wait till next week. So, folks, that's going to do it for your SmackDown review. If you enjoyed the SmackDown review, hit that thumbs up. Obviously, if you didn't, hit the thumbs down. So that's it. I hope I entertained you. I hope I made you laugh. I hope this review made sense to you. I hope I explained it the best way I could. And all that good stuff. Yep. I think that's it. Well, when the viewership comes in today, we could see the SmackDown viewership go up, perhaps, because of how good the show was. We could see it go up all because Roman Reigns was on the show. I mean, he's the only reason why the viewership's going up. He's the tribal chief. Simple. Just like JD's the tribal chief of the IWC community. But anyways, man, guys, I am getting the heck out of here. I don't know what I'm going to do today, but I know I'm going to be streaming. I know I'm going to be streaming some Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War this afternoon. And then I'm going to tweet out a poll asking what game should I stream on this evening. So I got more content coming to the channel, and then I'm probably gonna drop a few Ingram Wrestling News videos this Sunday. Depends on what news articles I see that I want to do a Ingram Wrestling News video on. So we'll see. But folks, I'm getting out of here, man. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this review. Hit that fucking like button if you enjoyed it, and hit that dislike button if you didn't. I'm out of here. Peace. Adios, amigos.